I've seen it anywhere from lotto tickets, weed shops, it's Uber Eat. It's fine, but just don't lie to everybody about it because you're just lying yourself to yourself, and you cannot be financially better off until you know what's happening. And then you spend that however you want. The other person doesn't need to know, and you're not scrutinized for that. And I find that creates a lot more happiness in a household.
Divorce can be emotionally and financially overwhelming. That's why I'm teaming up with Sunny Wishart, president and founder of A la Carte Financial and a certified financial planner. We will show you how to understand all things money without feeling ashamed, overwhelmed, embarrassed. You will learn more, ask questions. No question is a dumb question. Welcome to Money with Sunny. Let's get into it.
So today we are going to talk to you all things budgeting. Ew, I hate budgeting. Not good at it. Welcome, Sunny. This is Money with Sunny. Sunny is the expert budgeter, expert spender, expert saver, expert all things money, money, money. Budgeting. I'm so conflicted when I think about budgeting. Like I just feel I hate it. It's important. Um I put the numbers down in Tiller. Dave puts the numbers down. I just give him all the numbers, and he puts the numbers down in Tiller, and I do some of it for my business. I'm not really good at it. I don't like it, and here we are. So all things budgeting. What do you think, Sunny? Do you budget?
I agree. It's a bad word. It's a
Oh, it's a
bad.
bad word.
I budget and diet are the same word to me. They're both bad. Instead of
Bad.
saying, I'm going on a diet, I'm changing my lifestyle. So instead of budgeting, let's change.
Yeah. Instead of budgeting, I don't even know how you can make that sound good. Yeah, it's just brutal. Yeah, it's brutal. So yeah,
Mhm.
so what do we do? Is it important? How can we make it more funner? How can we make it more just more realistically gonna do it, gonna look at it, gonna make sense of it? The way that I do it, I'll just tell you, is I hate budgeting. I First of all, I don't want you to know or me to know or anyone to know the small little every little number and thing that I spend on my own fun stuff that I don't want to talk about. Like that's that's the thing. I just want to have some bucks to myself. So that's what I don't like about budgeting. It's like, oh my God, why do I have to see every little thing here? It's just like making me feel bad. So how can we make ourselves feel better about budget? Yeah, that's it maybe. How do we make ourselves feel better about budgeting? So now I'm going to stop talking. It's all you.
Well, that's the number one problem is we're taught to feel bad. That's it. Like you said it right there. You feel bad for every little thing. Why? Why are we taught to feel bad for buying a cup of coffee? Because all those commercials told us for that cup of coffee, we could be saving a child in another country instead. Right? They've taught us that it's bad to buy that coffee and we should be doing something better. Definitely, I've been changing the word budget too. Nobody likes it. Everybody looks like they're glazing over or shrinking in their chair when we talk about it. So I call it cash flow management. Sounds a little sexier. I don't know. Listen, it sounds so very formal, and in financial planning, we're going to do cash flow management, which is budgeting, but let's not call it that. Um, it there's a couple of strategies I do when I'm working with cash flow, which is what we're going to call it from now on, with my clients. One, how is it going? If they're running in the red, we're going to need to talk about it. We're going to need to iron all that out. Two, if they're running in the black, they're doing something right, which is amazing. They're just getting it. And the bottom line I've learned about just getting it is, well, first of all the other podcasts you've heard before about values, beliefs, goals, um, they are all thrown in there. And it's, do I feel bad? How do I feel when I'm spending? And some people get a certain feeling when they're spending. Those are the ones I see running in the red the most, the ones who have a lot of feelings wrapped up in their money. So, how do we fix it? First of all, don't make it overwhelming. There's a lot of things that go in and out of your bank account that are the same every month, and just sweep those aside. I call it, you're going to make it all the well oiled machine, your house, your car, um, all those things, those subscriptions, insurances, that stuff's all the same. Property taxes, it's the same every month, roughly. Don't count the pennies. When someone's like, my hydro bill was $140.11. I, okay, your utilities, we'll look at them. Your utilities are $300 a month. They're gone. That's take that out of your mind and stop tracking, because that is how we just average it out, create an average, and move forward from there. Those aren't the culprits. I know, and this might date this podcast, but in today's economic times with rising rates, people's mortgages are in fact going up, and that is more of a movable target than it has been before. But if we put that aside, generally it's the same. So we just put in a nice round number for utilities, property taxes, mortgage payment, car payment, all your subscriptions to Amazon and Crave or whatever you got. Just round them up and let them ride. And all the money coming in, let it ride. Now, what's left? That's what matters. Is once we've set all that stuff aside, let's look at what's left. If you're like a household with two people, I find what happens is sometimes there's a bit of, if there's like income inequality in the household, or there's a little bit of scrutiny on how someone spends their money, I will implement the family banking strategy. All the money goes into one account, all this money comes out of that account, but you each get a personal bank account where a set same amount of money goes in that account, same point in time, say bi-weekly, you each get a couple $100, and then you spend that however you want. The other person doesn't need to know, and you're not scrutinized for that. And I find that creates a lot more happiness in a household. Because if there's an income, especially if there's inequality, and one is left with extra and one has less, but say the one who's making less is more of the spender. It's just a way to kind of iron out those kinks and keep it a happier household. And if you are a household of one, you still have to have that fund money set aside, that you know you've given yourself permission for this money. And this is how I choose to spend it. And I have given myself permission for this money. And the rest of the money, like it's about kind of separating it out and keeping it like, this is my fund money. This is my grocery money, or I call it food money. Because sometimes I see people, they don't even buy groceries. It's just take out, take out, take out, which is fine. Let's just see how much it's going to cost you and have, so we just call it food money. That's a lot.
Yeah. Food money. You said something really interesting. You said that the clients, most of the clients that you work with who have a lot of feelings around money are in the red. Why is that?
They're the ones who are getting some sort of, uh, if they go and they binge, right? So they go out and they binge on something that's important to them. It's releasing something, happiness. They feel good, but then they have the buyer's remorse, and then they beat themselves up about it. And I always liken it to dieting, because you eat the salad all week, and the minute you touch that piece of cake, guilt. You just have this guilt, but you ate the cake because you had to have it, because you were so scarce all week, and you really want that treat. And then you have another treat and another treat. And then you feel guilty. And then you have a treat. And then you feel you're this hamster.
Right. So it's a never ending, you know, roller coaster ride of emotion that causes a person uh to overspend, or to have uh, a weak or poor relationship with money. And you're saying that one solution might be to just know how much money you need every month. Done. That's all on automatic. You can set it up all automatically.
Yeah.
All those bills just come out of your bank account. Done. Then you've got a certain amount of money left over at the end of the month. Take a certain percentage of that just for fun. Do whatever you want with it. Whatever you want with it. You can do that every week or every 2 or every month, however you set it up. And then and then that just helps to alleviate some of the extreme emotion that causes us to be in the red. Now, do you find more women are in the red than men, or do you find it's pretty even, or what do you see when as you're working with your clients day in and day out?
Yeah, I don't find it's a men versus woman. It's definitely a lot to do with, I think, just a person not getting real with what they like to spend their money on and what makes them happy. And so they're going to sweep these little things under the rug. Like I, I see, something like $100 a week at the spa. I have to get a blowout and my nails done or whatnot. It's not taking the time to understand that this is clearly something important for you and we need to put that money aside. And because they feel so guilty about the spending, they don't put it in the budget. So then it doesn't exist and then they're all in the red and things get out of control. But it's being honest with yourself. I like this. This makes me feel nice. Can we put this in the cash flow? I'd like $100 a week to the spa. Well, okay, let's paint that picture. This is what it looks like for you to have that, which is important to you. And if we can make it work, let's make it work. And maybe we have to change it. Maybe you just get your nails done because you got to get rid of the blowout. You can't do that anymore. But just to be honest about what it is. I've seen it anywhere from lotto tickets, weed shops. It's Uber Eat. It's fine, but just don't lie to everybody about it because you're just lying to yourself, and you cannot be financially better off until you know what's happening.
Ah, yes. And that's the same in so many areas of our life. Get real. Get real with what is in your own life. So if you're talking about money, you need to get real with your money. You're talking about your weight, you need to get real with your weight. You're talking about your part in the demise of your relationship, get real with that. You're talking about your relationships with your family. Oh, those are tough. Get real with that. You're talking. There's different buckets, areas in our life, and the more real we can get with each of them. Yeah, it hurts sometimes to look in the mirror, face that, but I'll tell you, it is worth every sting, because once you get real, freedom. Now you can just honestly live your life, and just live your life, grow, learn, make more money. I mean, this is not always about spending less. It's about attracting more. It's about just making a little shift here or a shift there because you want to take 3 trips every year. Great. That's what you want. Put it in your cash flow. I'm never saying the B word again. I don't like the B word. It's
Nobody
the
does.
C word. Oh, wait, that's even worse. Let's call it the cash flow. So that's what we've got to do, ladies. Let's get our cash flow organized and flow in lots of it, make lots of money, become financially independent. And that starts with knowing your numbers, and it doesn't matter what they are. Just know them
Mhm.
and figure it out. You've got this.
Stop feeling ashamed of what you like to do and just own it. It's
Yeah,
okay.
that's
Yeah.
really true. That's yeah, that's it. That's really it. That's a tough one. Why do we feel so much shame around things? One of them being money that we spend. Like why do I sneak around as a 56-year-old woman sneaking wine gums from the 7-Eleven, not the small bag, the big bag, then eating them all before I get home. So I take the long way home and eat the entire bag full, but I paid cash so no one can track it because cash is just cash, it just doesn't even exist. So that's perfect. So and then like I'm a 4-year-old. Why am I doing this?
We're
And
taught to feel bad. We're supposed to
this
feel
is one
bad.
this is one small thing. You don't even understand what I do. This is one small thing. And I mean, it's just ridiculous. Like I can do what I want to do.
Yeah.
Darn it. That's it, man. Damn it. That's it. I'm going to do me. So we can
Yeah.
do what we want to do because it's our life. We have one life. Live it. No one else is talking about you anyway. You think they are, but they're not. So just get real with it. I love that. Just get real with it. And I think Brene Brown said something that really sticks with me, and maybe I'm going to mess it up a little, but shame. Um, it starts to disappear as you shine the light on it. So the more that you talk about your shameful stuff, if you talk, not more, just talk about it with one person, or I don't know, say it to yourself in the mirror, or talk about it with a couple people, or talk about it with Sunny, you know, all of a sudden it's not so shameful anymore because Sunny's going to say, cool, cool, heard that before. This is not the first time I've heard that. And then you're going to go, this has been like a humongous monster in my head weighing me down, stopping me from doing this and that and this and that for all these years. The tears are going to come out. Good. It's done. And that's what shame does to us. It's really, really heavy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it stops you from looking at your whole financial picture because you're too busy feeling bad every time you tap that card. There's this bit of guilt because we've been taught our whole lives that spending, if we're not saving, then we're bad.
Yeah. Wow. Well, there you go. You're not bad. You're not bad if you're spending. I'm not bad when I buy those wine gums. Or those boots. I think you've mentioned boots before, Sunny. Or, like you're not bad when you buy something that you want. You're awesome. You worked hard for it. You've earned it. Go for it.
Mhm.
And yeah, so this has been a lot of fun. I've had a good time. And I think I learned something today. This is great. So yeah, so thanks everyone for being here today. Um, if you learned anything at all, I want you to check out this video here. This video will talk to you about self-reflection. It's just another tool that you can grow in your toolbox to move towards the wonderful, amazing, awesome life that is there for you. Peace out. We'll see you all next time.